will be fine. You don't know you will. All the things I know that you deserve. Say it's never if it doesn't hurt. Find someone you know will put you first. Find someone who loves you like you were. Gotta keep your head up. Gotta keep your head up. Gotta keep your head up. See you first. Find someone who loves you like you were. Find someone who loves you like you were. Gotta keep your head up. Gotta keep your head up. Gotta keep your head up. See you first. Find someone who loves you like you were. Find someone who loves you like you were.
Good morning, everyone. We're about to get started here in a few minutes. If those in the back would like to fill in some of the empty seats, we're going to get started here in just a moment.
Water like misery, it's coming down on me. I'm ready, rain on me. Rather be drunk, but at least I'm alive. Rain on me, rain on me, rain. I'd rather be drunk, but at least I'm alive. Rain on me, rain on me. Living in a world where no one's innocent. Oh, but at least we try. Gotta live my truth, not keep it bottled in. So I don't lose my mind. Baby, yeah, I can feel it on my skin. It's coming down on me. Teardrops on my face. Water like misery. Let it wash away my sins. It's coming down on me. Let it wash away. I'd rather be drunk, but at least I'm alive. Rain on me, rain on me, rain. I'd rather be drunk, but at least I'm alive.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to beautiful Columbia, South Carolina. My name is Alyssa Lang. I'm a studio host and reporter at the SEC Network and ESPN, but more importantly, a very proud alum of the University of South Carolina. So excited to be here today as we launch a historic multi-year partnership between Major League Soccer and the University of South Carolina that will see USC become the official education partner of MLS. The partnership will allow MLS players and greats access to online educational opportunities here at South Carolina. It will also allow University of South Carolina students to engage in coursework integration, internships, and unique experiences through MLS. My 4 years here at the University of South Carolina taught me a lot, not only in academics in these classrooms that surround us, but some life lessons down the street in 5 Points as well. That's a story for another time, though. One of the reasons, though, that I enjoyed my time here was because of the access to opportunities that not only interested me, but helped me further my career. So when I received the call about potentially being part of this event today, it was an absolute no-brainer. Carolina Online launched earlier this month. It's going to make it easier for people across the country to join the Gamecock family. This is a comprehensive, system-wide effort that will allow, for the first time, people to go from 0 credits to graduation without ever stepping on campus. Students will not be hindered by their location, and the academic excellence at this institution will now be more far-reaching than it ever has. Through Carolina Online and other flexible academic offerings, Major League Soccer's family will be joining our Gamecock family here too. On Friday, Major League Soccer, which is by far the fastest growing men's professional sports league in North America, kicks off its 26th season with some incredible momentum behind it. That includes today's major announcement. Today, we are thrilled to celebrate this game-changing partnership between Major League Soccer and the University of South Carolina. And joining us today to mark this occasion, the Governor of South Carolina, Henry McMaster, University of South Carolina President Bob Caslen, University of South Carolina Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs, William Tate. From Major League Soccer, Deputy Commissioner of MLS and President and Managing Director of MLS Business Ventures, Gary Stevenson. Vice Chairman of the University of South Carolina Board of Trustees, Thad Westbrook. University of South Carolina Board of Trustee, Leah Moody. An all-conference soccer player at South Carolina who went on to play professionally for 10 seasons, including in Major League Soccer, Tyler Ruthven. Senior Associate Provost for Social Innovation and E-Learning, Diana Mitchell. Palmetto College Program Coordinator for USC Aiken, Ellis Reeves IV. The Provost at USC Beaufort, Eric Skipper. And University of South Carolina Vice President for System Affairs, Durham Cole. Before we get more into today's program, I would ask you all to look over to the video screen for a short video.
Sports provide a unique opportunity for some entertainment, but for us to unite around that once again.
I'm really excited about innovations and partnerships, not only that we would do here in Columbia, but across the entire state.
This is Major League Soccer.
The flagship is about leading the way at home.
I see tremendous potential on online and the online programs that are really expanding in so many different ways.
We're looking at the bridge as it relates to collegiate athletics and professional sports. You know, education is the bedrock of this nation.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm hyped now. It's my pleasure now to welcome Gary Stevenson of Major League Soccer to the podium for a few remarks.
Thank you very much, Alyssa. It is easy to see why this university is so proud of you. What you do on the SEC network is outstanding, and we know that your future is just going to continue to blossom. Mr. Governor, President Caslen, Provost Tate, and to everyone else who is here today, I just wanted to say thank you for making me and our team and Major League Soccer so welcome here at the University of South Carolina. As Alyssa said, this week is one of excitement and optimism at Major League Soccer as we launch our 26th season. You know, we had a big celebration last year planned for our 25th season. As we all know, things change and you have to adjust. But I can tell you the future is bright for us as we go forward. Similar to the University of South Carolina, our story at Major League Soccer is one of growth and momentum. As we add new markets, we build our global media presence, and we deepen our relationship with a young and diverse fan base and audience in the United States and Canada. The 2026 World Cup will be played in North America, mostly in the United States, and I promise it will be the largest and most impactful sporting event that our country has ever witnessed. The anticipation of that World Cup already provides tremendous tailwind for our league. As many of you also know, we'll be growing in your neighborhood next year as we launched our 29th team in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I'm delighted to acknowledge a good friend of this university, Mrs. Nicole Tepper, and Mr. Nick Kelly and Mr. Stephen Drummond, who are here with us today from that club. Shamelessly, Nick said to me, if anybody wants to buy season tickets, he's right here. So in a week that is full of so much optimism and excitement for us, it is only fitting that we are announcing this partnership with this fine institution today. Our athlete pool at MLS may be the most diverse and multicultural in all of sports. We have some players like your very own Tyler Ruthven that came through the college system. We have others who come from our development academies. We have athletes in our league from over 75 countries. 40% of our players have represented their countries by playing on their national teams, and dozens of them will be competing in World Cup qualifiers this year. So I repeat, our athlete pool is the most diverse and multicultural in all of sports. Each of our athletes has a unique story to tell on how they got to this league, but many of them were unable to pursue higher education as the demands and requirements to become a professional simply didn't allow it. But this partnership with the University of South Carolina changes all of that. The University of South Carolina is a leader in modernizing higher education. Both the university and MLS share a vision for creating experiences that are accessible, inclusive, and authentic. This partnership creates pathways for world-class academic offerings for all of them. Unique higher education solutions like the recently announced Carolina Online Initiative will be available to our entire community. This partnership will also include a variety of enrichment opportunities for the UofSC community that will be outlined later today. So I personally and Major League Soccer as a league is very proud to work alongside a creative and committed partner like the University of South Carolina for many years to come. And as my wife, who is a graduate of your law school, would say, go Cox. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Gary. Next up, I would like to introduce a former University of South Carolina center back who recently completed his long pro career with Atlanta United in MLS and is now a scout for Atlanta, Tyler Ruthven.
Thank you so much, Alyssa. Thank you to Major League Soccer and both the university for hosting us today. I haven't been back here in a long time, and I was telling Alyssa when we got here, there's a calm and a comfort when you come back to a place like this that I haven't felt in a long time, and it's lovely to be here. I'm incredibly proud to be here today for such an important announcement that combines two of my biggest passions in life, this university and soccer and Major League Soccer. I knew this place was special The first time I got here, our first game was on the other side of the state. We were playing a ranked opponent in Clemson. We had a young team. The stadium was completely packed to capacity, and we were held at the end of the tunnel, I'll never forget, for a rain delay. And finally, they let us out. They hadn't let any of the students leave the stadium, and we had 9,000 people booing us at once. And I get goosebumps thinking about it, but that was the moment I knew that I was in the right place. I couldn't be more excited to see these two organizations work together. As Gary said, the university and MLS share their values regarding experiences that are all accessible, inclusive, and authentic. For me personally, you never know how long you get to play this game. But this university provided me with the education to set myself up for life afterwards, and whenever that time came. Now the entire league has access to the same resources to prepare for a life after playing this beautiful game. This partnership will empower MLS players to pursue higher education through customized degree programs that will address the unique needs of a professional athlete. Initiatives like these help separate MLS from leagues around the world as a league of destination. These are tools that allow players to continue their education, prepare for life afterward, all while continuing to pursue their dream on the field. Things like this are what make MLS different from the rest of the world and make us a destination. MLS, through the Player Engagement Department, headed by Dr. Jameel Northcutt, is meeting players where they are in their journeys and providing the resources necessary to help them develop and reach their highest potential, both on and off the field. It is programs like these, a partnership with the University of South Carolina, that prepare players for a long success after they've left the playing field. Congratulations to everybody on this historic announcement and meaningful partnership. Thank you.
Thank you, Tyler. It's only fitting that a train would come through in the middle of your speech as a former student. Now please welcome University of South Carolina's Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs, William Tate.
Thank you, Alyssa, and welcome back to campus. We could not be prouder of you. As a provost, it's great to see you using your great education in the way that you do. My friends, we have entered into a Jeffersonian compact. Jefferson called for the state that he loved to educate at scale. We have mirrored his call, but in an aligned fashion in the age of computing. We have created a program to reach across boundaries, to educate. Carolina Online is our great equalizer. This partnership with MLS excites me. It positions the University of South Carolina to educate some of the world's greatest athletes, as well as the community that supports them across the globe. And it reflects the larger aims that I brought to the office of the Provost, that underline the actions that I try to work with my team on every day, to position our university and our team to democratize the opportunity to learn. At times, geography and occupational commitments restrict access to education. For MLS players, it is not possible to have a traditional education experience. But MLS players are not the only professionals or people who face barriers to pursuing further education. This Learning Alliance is one step closer for our university to eliminate barriers to entry to higher education. At the University of South Carolina, we want to open the door to earning a degree, regardless of residential status or physical location or circumstance. Whether you're competing at the highest level of professional sports or 1,000 miles away, it is programs like Carolina Online that are necessary to make higher education accessible and affordable to all. Now, starting spring 2022, Carolina Online will allow MLS players and high school graduates to pursue their robust experiences here at the University of South Carolina without having to be in residence. It will be, in my opinion, one of the most important learning alliances created in American higher education for degree completion that is entirely online, and it will be affordable, and it will offer a single tuition rate for both in-state and out-of-state students. Moreover, our College of Hospitality, Retail, and Sports Management will also benefit from coursework integration, internship opportunities, and a speaker series with Major League Soccer. This new partnership not only adds a one-of-a-kind opportunity for our students in this college, it really exists at scale in terms of what they're able to do with the Masters and NASCAR and the Super Bowl. Major League Soccer is now one of our partners in that triage of wonderful opportunities at internships. This past year has taught us many lessons, and today's announcement shows all of us here on this stage that those lessons have been learned. We were called quickly, in a matter of weeks, to switch to online medium for 30,000 students. Now today, I'm proud to announce that the fastest growing men's professional sports league in North America and their millions of fans will be benefiting from the world-class online education we have developed. Moreover, they will experience a faculty that is second to none. We are excited to work alongside a great partner in Major League Soccer and to deliver a world-class educational experience to their players and fans for years to come. And I would be remiss if I did not say this to you all. That vision was part of President Caslen's strategic plan. And I want to thank him for pushing us and leading us in that way. And I want to thank the team that surrounds me in the Provost's office and the faculty and students and staff who really have given us feedback all along the way for being partners with us in creating this possibility. Thank you.
Thank you, William. Next up, we welcome University of South Carolina President Bob Caslen.
Well, thank you very much, Alyssa, and welcome everybody to the University of South Carolina on this incredibly beautiful day. It's just wonderful to be here in the heart of campus for this really exciting event. I have the honor and privilege also to welcoming our very special guest, Governor McMaster. Sir, thanks for joining us on this special occasion. You all already have met the Deputy Commissioner of Major League Soccer and President and Managing Director of MLS Business Ventures, Gary Stevenson. Sir, thanks so much for being here. Provost Tate, you're an incredible provost. We just really respect and admire the work you're doing. Thanks for your leadership, along with your associate, to be able to bring this forward. I would also like to welcome all of our university trustees, those in the audience and on the dais here. I want to give a special welcome. I know the mayor is here, Major Benjamin. Councilman William Brennan's here. Sir, thank you for being with us. I would also like to welcome Representative Tyler Ruthven. Sir, thank you for being with us as well. And already mentioned, but it's worth mentioning again and again, the Charlotte Football Club ownership, which includes Nicole Tepper. Ma'am, thanks for being here, along with your colleagues from Tepper Sports and Entertainment. And I also want to give a shout out to our beloved Cocky. Thanks so much for being here, Cocky. So to say the least, we at the University of South Carolina are thrilled with this transformative partnership with Major League Soccer. At the University of South Carolina, as has been said, it's our commitment to increase access and affordability for higher education for all students. And when we say all students, we mean it. It's not just the traditional 18 to 21 student population, but also those students out there within the state and throughout the country, even on the MLS soccer field and within the MLS industry, but who are prevented from fulfilling their educational goals and are looking for education through other means of modality. And this is where we come in, and this is where Carolina Online comes in to be able to not only to serve Major League Soccer, but to serve those students in the state of South Carolina whose lives were interrupted for whatever reason and could not finish their degree, but still have a desire to get an education where we can deliver education to them. So we, as the flagship university of the nation, we recognize the important role we have to provide and to deliver education to the state and in the nation as a member of our community as the flagship. Our mission at the university reflects this commitment to serve and to transform the lives of the people of the state of South Carolina, to contribute to the overall strength and vitality of the state, and to increase access and affordability to higher education. All of these are the same priorities that MLS enables us to achieve them. This past year, we've all shared the challenges of navigating COVID-19 while working together to ensure a safe and healthy environment. But in the midst of all of those challenges, Out of those challenges emerges opportunities. And as we keep our eyes on the strategic horizon to see where higher education is moving next, it's so important for a university of this kind to recognize and have the agility to move to take advantage of those opportunities. And this partnership with MLS is certainly one of them. This really reflects great opportunity, and it proves that when you work together in service to the community, transformative progress is indeed possible. So I'm excited to see the years of future growth and success that will result from this collaboration. And on behalf of the University of South Carolina, I'd like to extend a warm welcome to Major League Soccer as the newest members of our family. So Gary, I just ask if you come up here for a second so that please join me, and I'd like to give you just a short token of appreciation, a partnership of excellence. This is the presidential coin. You got to keep it with you. If you don't, you owe me a beer. So that's the tradition. But thank you very much, Gary. I appreciate it.
I'll give you 2 beers, I promise.
All right.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for being here for this outstanding event. It's such a great day, and it's such a great, outstanding event. It's a great partnership with MLS, and I'm so excited about where we're going from here. So thank you all very much.
Thank you, President Caslen. Finally, please welcome the Governor of South Carolina, Henry McMaster.
Thank you, Lisa. And indeed, it is a warm welcome, particularly for all those sitting out there in the sun. So I'll be brief. This is about access. And I look back in our history in 1786, you'll remember the state capital was moved from Charleston to Columbia. Why? It was the center of the state, and it was to provide access for the growing up state and people who lived outside of the low country, particularly Charleston. Then another step in 1801, South Carolina College, now the University of South Carolina, was created where? Right in the shadow of the state capital, 1 block away in Columbia, for the same reason, to provide access. It's physical location and traveling at that time in the center of the state. And now here we are in 2021, taking a giant step at access with this terrific partnership between the University of South Carolina, the Carolina Online program, and Major League Soccer. It is a bold vision, an innovative step. It's based on communication, collaboration, and cooperation, and it will produce many, many great benefits of economic prosperity and happiness for the people of South Carolina and beyond. We will prosper because of this. So speaking on behalf of about 5 million proud, happy South Carolinians, Dr. Tate, you quoted Thomas Jefferson. I'd like to quote another great philosopher, Tim McGraw, also known as a country music singer. I like it, I love it, I want some more of it. Go Cox.
Thank you all so much for joining us for today's event. In the SEC, you might be familiar with the saying, "It just means more." This union is the definition of that, a huge partnership with a bright future together. So huge congratulations to everyone involved. Before we conclude today's event, a couple of notes. We will host a series of photo opportunities here on stage. So still photographers, feel free to come a little bit closer if you want to capture some of those shots. And we will have a media availability as soon as the photo opportunity is concluded. Thank you all again, and congratulations.
Yeah, I'm still rolling on it. Thanks so much. All right, where are we supposed to go for the media availability? Come on, let's go. We're going to do the media availability here.
Yes, we'll have the folks in the shade here.
Okay.
Just so you all know, the governor would be available to do any off-topic questions first.
Yeah.